Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a long time since we've done one of these, but it's about time to do one now. You guys ready for this? We haven't done a Blackbook piece in so long, and I have just been fiending for it, bro. I've been fiending for it. My energy is just like, ugh, so much energy I need to get out. So let's get cracking, guys. We're gonna do a 7-piece with just one E. I have not a lot of room here, and I have a tendency to do that to myself. So let's go ahead and make sure these are laced in. But how you guys doing out there in TV land? Y'all feeling good out there this morning? I hope you are. I know you've been missing my videos. Some of you were thinking that I quit, that I was just gonna do reviews and stuff like that. And no, brother, I can't leave you hanging like that, baby. These Blackbook videos, they're like a family, you feel me? We get together, we tweak out on some paper, you know what I'm saying? Do our little thing. Have a good time together, you know? It's such good fun. And that's really what I want to tell you guys, because I know there's a certain group of people who like to watch the sketchbook videos. You know, maybe they're not into graffiti, but they just love the sketchbook videos. They just like to hang out, put them on, and it's like a party, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I want AP to be. AP is like a club, right? Like a nightclub. Except the doorman, he's not letting people in because they're not cool. He's letting everybody into the party, because you know what? When everyone's invited, the party is that much cooler, man. It's just that much cooler. I mean, ever been to a graffiti artist or graffiti writer party? I'm sure you've been to one of those before. They're basically exclusively all dude parties usually. And it's like a bunch of dudes in a kitchen smoking weed and stuff like that. Wasn't much fun to me when I was young. I was usually at the club. That's what I was doing. I was usually banging the graffiti writers' girlfriends. Oops, I should have said that. That'll make the cut. That will make the cut, for sure. Obviously, if they were my friends, I wouldn't do it. You don't bone your friend's girlfriend, man. That's rude. But if they weren't my friend, maybe I wouldn't push them away. Oh my God. I'm a terrible person. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get cracking with this. We're almost ready. Just getting a basic outline going on that. Hey, guys. Dog eat dog world out there, that's for sure. But you can be a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. Inky's a good dog. She's definitely a good dog. All right, let's go ahead and get this in there. You know, the thing is that I've been wanting to make these videos for so fucking long, and like, it's a lot of work. It's way more work than doing the other videos that I do, because I have to really like just sit there and riff. And what I do is I just think that I'm talking to one of my friends out there, you know. We're just in here sketching, and I'm like, yo, man, because you know what? Honestly, like, you guys are all my friends out there. That's the way I look at it, because you guys are my friends out there. And I wasn't around. I was gone. But you know, the thing is we're all learning here. Like, I'm learning how to make media. I'm learning how to teach people how to make media. And that was one thing that I'd spent the last month doing right now. Is, no, I don't want to say that. I mean, you know, we're learning together, I guess. That's what's going on. We're learning together. And that's why I brought on Joe. You know, eventually I'd like to have a whole team of people working here making content. That's my goal. I think I said that. Didn't I say that? Oh, Lil Susie, my girl, Lil Susie's in the house. You guys know Lil Susie? Oh, also, by the way, that last song was Freeze, I-O-U. That was from 1983, the Freeze. It's Freeze, just F-R-E-E-Z, I-O-U. And this is Lil Susie in a Dream. Lil Susie, L-I-L-S-U-Z-Y, Lil Susie in a Dream. I'm doing that, guys, to make sure you guys know what's playing, because there's been a lot of questions about my music. Gotta make sure we got it shared. All right, sick. Give the original artist their due. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's go ahead and get filling in here. Anyways, where was I? Well, basically what I wanted to say is I've been training Joe on what I want to do here. And I gotta say, he's done a bang-up job, guys. What do you guys think? I think he's done great. So I want to make sure we're all on the same page. You know, we got to make content. We got to have our own personalities, of course. You know, but I want to be one unified team here, and so that's why I have to temper some of my crazy conspiracy stuff. But that's okay. That stuff's fun. We'll make another channel for that, guys. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're just making a new channel. All right, so So let's go ahead and get this detailed in like that. It's just fun. I like sharing ideas. I like people being free with ideas and doing stuff. I mean, that's the real, that's where the real stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm using the fluorescent green and the Molotov premium marker, or the Molotov one for all, I'm sorry. Go ahead and get that filled in there. Man, Lil Susie, this is the kind of music I listened to when I was probably like 6th, 7th grade. And I was like trying to bang like all these little hot girls in my school, like Letty, Angelica, Veronica, Rosita Chiquita Bonita Chihuahua. No, that was from Lady and the Tramp. Alright, let me get my groove back, guys. I gotta feel the music. That's where it's at. We gotta get into it. It's been a while for me. And this is how I freestyle it every time, man. I don't like to prepare too much because that kind of kills my creativity. You feel me? All right, so this is going straight over the raw pencil. I didn't put any sealant on it, and I can already see that I'm probably gonna have to do another coat, and that's fine. It's fluorescent green, so it's all good. Make sure it's nice and fully saturated. I'm trying to paint as fast as possible in this video. This is my IRL speed painting. People like speed painting videos, so I'm gonna try IRL speed painting, I guess. It's like I'm doing it outside illegally somewhere. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. You guys on YouTube, they kiboshed all my Stomp in the Yard stuff. They said none of that. The lawyer said no. Stop it, Green Ranger. I like to test the limits of what I can do, guys. I always like to test the limits of what I can do. And I also hate the hypocrisy of other people who get to test the limits of what they can do, and it serves no purpose whatsoever, you know, and then I'm the one who gets hated on. My friend in New York, my friend Daniela, what's up Daniela? I know you're watching this video right now. She calls me the Slavoj Zizek. I'm mispronouncing his name. Slavoj Zizek. He's the philosopher that kind of goes. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He's pretty tight. But she calls me the Slavoj Zizek of the graph game, and that's like the best compliment I can ever get. For real. All right, let's go ahead and get this filled in. Let's get this filled in, guys. Oh yeah. All right, that was Lil Susie with In a Dream. Up next is Stevie B, my dude Stevie B with Spring Love. Spring Love, baby. This was definitely the kind of stuff I was playing when I was trying to get in them panties. That is for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and let that dry. We're gonna have to do another layer for sure with that. Definitely by 6-second layer, I think we should have full, complete coverage. Remember, this is fluorescent guy, and I'm going buck wild. I'm going fast with it. All right, let's go ahead and find another color here. Let's find another color. Let's find another color. Fuck, let's just use the red, son. This red kills. Oh, yeah. Obviously, this isn't fluorescent, so it's going to coat really, really nicely. Although it is a red, so it's not going to cover as well as other colors, but it still does pretty good. Let's go ahead and fill that bad boy in. Ah, Stevie B, dude, he knew how to mac to the ladies, man. If you go look up this video, the actual video, Stevie B Spring Love. He is such a mac. He's got like one of those curly like perm mullets with like the side fade. Hot shit, baby. All right, let's go ahead and fill this in right here. Trying to move quickly, guys. Trying to move quickly as possible. Trying a new idea here. IRL speed painting. We'll see if it works out. God, Stevie B. The other day, the garbage man came by when I was listening to this, and we both just started grooving out to it. Seriously, the coolest shit ever. All right, let's go ahead and get this going here. You know what? I think you guys should just bust this out if you want to get in some girls' pants. Just play it. Yo, you guys should just bust this out on your girlfriend and like play this shit for her. She'll be, yeah, just trust me on this, okay? It still works. The shit still works. What's that meme that goes around? This one is aged quite well. Let's say that. Alright, let's go ahead and get this filled in here. Alright, almost done with the red. We're going to be double coating these bad boys. Double coating with our IRL speed painting. Cool, let's go ahead and let that dry. I think we're gonna do the top with white. Let's get some white in here. Yeah, look at that, oh yeah. Come back to me. Gotta warm up my voice first before I do that. Come back to me. White in there. Look at this. This is no base coat, guys. And I'm painting very, very fast. Most people don't draw this fast. I'm trying to film it quickly. The idea is if I can do these speed painting, IRL speed paintings quickly enough, then I'll be able to make more content. Because that's the thing that I'm running into right now is the Blackbook pieces are the hardest thing for me to make of all the videos. Because I have to talk, and I gotta think about like current events or whatever, you know, because you gotta riff about shit, you know what I mean? You gotta talk about whatever's going down. Because the whole point of the Blackbook videos is that you're, you know, the idea is I'm in a room with you, and we're hanging out, we're listening to music, we're talking about whatever bullshit's going on in the world, your life, all that shit, because that's what you do when you sketch with people. Everybody does this. And I've had some restrictions put on what I can say and this and that. And it was mostly due to outside forces and people here being concerned about, you know, just because people are crazy. Let's just say that. People are fucking crazy. And, you know, and that's fine. You know, I want to make something greater than just graffiti. You know what I mean? I want to create a culture where people share ideas. And graffiti is a great medium for that because it's the ultimate form of free speech. You know, you're walking up to a wall and you're saying whatever the fuck you want. I mean, you can just put your name up if you want, of course. That's fine. A lot of people do that. But sometimes you want to have a message or something, you know what I mean? And that's where you have the freedom. And you'll go to jail for doing graffiti illegally. Let's say that. You can go to jail for doing graffiti illegally, but the content of your speech isn't gonna net you a jail sentence. And that's the one difference about our country versus others. And I've talked to people in other countries, a lot of them, and they don't have the same kind of ability to be free. So I guess that's what this whole videos were about, is about creating a community where people can share ideas openly and freely and without fear of being persecuted. That's my ultimate goal, and I hope I can get there. I think ArtPrimo can be a good medium for that, but I think we all need to be on the same page here, because ArtPrimo really operates like the Borg. You know what I mean? It's like the Borg. And I'm Locucius. I am Locucius of Borg. And you know what Locucius is like. I'm a Locucius that still is part of the collective, I guess. Let's say that. I'm not trying to destroy the Borg. I'm trying to conquer with the Borg. Alright, let's go ahead and let that dry. Next step, we're going to do second layer, and these should be nice and opaque and ready to go. Oh, also we're listening to Noel, Silent Morning. Man, this guy's belting it out right now. Check him out. Yo, check out Noel, guys. A man's not supposed to cry. Anyways, where are we going from here? Alright, let's go ahead and let this dry, and we'll start over in a second. Alright, sick. So we're going to go ahead and let that part dry, and I'm just going to go ahead and lace in the splash, and let's just move on quickly, everyone. Let's move on quickly. Dude, if I can get these IRL speed paintings down, it's going to be awesome. Like I said, I've been working for months trying to figure my shit out, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to be a toy in the media. I wanted to come out as a toy in the media, I guess. And I wanted to naturally learn as a toy learns. Not by gurus telling me what to do, or, you know, just figure it out. Just go out there and figure it out, because that's the whole thing about graffiti, is the journey part. You know what I mean? Like, the piece is the destination. The journey to the piece is what really is exciting. You know, and also afterwards, I guess, too. Looking at your piece and being like, yo, that's fucking tight. I'm hella tight. Yeah. There's a big part of that in your art. You know, anybody who's an artist has that in them. You know, you're vain. You want to be seen. It's all part of that shit, man. It's all right. You can be an artist. I won't tell anyone. I'm not an artist, I'm a writer. Okay. Whatever you want to be. I'll still pin up your art on the refrigerator with everyone else's when you send it. Alright, let's go ahead and get this going here. Alright, I'm not going to cut too close there because I have some really nice lines. Some nice lines on El Rado right there. That character's name is El Rado, by the way. Named after a very famous rat, El Rato. Alright. Get that filled in right there. El Rato wants the cheese. He wants the cheese. That's right. And he'll do anything to get the cheese. That's what El Rato will do. So if he acts like your friend, beware. Because El Rato is, by far, a cynical operator, if you will. But he's a cute rat, isn't he? He's a good-looking rat, El Rato. Alright. Alright, I think that's good for that. Let's go ahead and redo our fill here. These still feel a little wet, though. Let them dry. Alright, sick. Let's go ahead and get that second layer on the fluorescent green. And as you can see, it's already starting to make it much more opaque and beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's great. 2 coats fluorescent. Not bad. No white background either. That was right on the paper. Not too shabby, guys. Alright, what was I talking about again? I don't know. I guess the whole journey is the destination thing. That's like really important to me in my life. And I think a lot of artists need to kind of go back to that way of thinking. They're more like about the external thing and less about what the art is inside of you. You need to reach back into your heart, man. Postmodernism destroyed that in a lot of artists, and you see it. That's why a lot of art is so bad right now. You're not the best artist. I'm not talking about the aesthetic. Much more than that. Much more than that. That's for sure. But we'll get into that later. One thing I gotta say though is I'm so proud of I've had about, not very many, it's been about 6 to 10 kids that have hit me up for advice on how to do murals and stuff like that. And, you know, these are like 16-year-old kids, you know, in Longpauc, West Kansas, you know, middle nowhere places, you know, and they hit me up like, oh, I just got a gig, I got a $200 gig, you know, and I know you guys in big cities that are doing big gigs don't think that's that tight, but for a kid in the middle of nowhere, that's a huge ego boost. And that's one thing I wish a lot of writers would do, especially the famous ones. They should be fostering the community, and I don't see a lot of them doing that. It kind of sucks. I think it kind of ruins graffiti. If you go back and look at Style Wars, and I know I said it was a fucking conspiracy. I mean, it kind of was. It's not. That was kind of a meme. But in a way it was, you know, because it was an outside group. Kind of speak for the group, I guess. But if you look at how if you looked at like Case One walking in the park and giving kids 5 and shit, and he was like the king of the town, you know, but he wasn't a dick about it, you know. He like gave daps back to the young homies, and he was like really just about the love of the scene and everything like that. I think Case got a raw deal, man. Case got a raw deal. A lot of those guys did, but I think Case really got a raw deal. He was definitely on some super doopy duty future shit, that's for sure, man. Case was one of my idols. Case and Scene. Honestly though, Scene for me, definitely a style master. And it's funny because someone on Instagram was like, yeah, he kind of makes me cringe. And I was like, are you kidding? The guy that fucking invented all the styles that you do right now, he makes you cringe? The guy that fucking owns his own motorcycle shop in Vegas where he fucking rebuilds custom fucking Triumphs into choppers and shit and just like does it for fun? The guy that fucking sells fucking probably like 30 canvases a month for like easily like 20 or 30 grand a pop? That guy's cringy? I don't know what, that's cringy to you, man. I don't know what I must be. I must be like the worst. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. I like successful people. That's what I like. I like people who go out and sell themselves like these kids have been doing. There's a couple of them, and I want to give them shouts out on these videos, but I got to ask their permission first. So those of you that have taken my advice on Instagram, and we've talked a little bit about that, and you want a little shout out for your mural, please just email me at dan@artprimo.com. That's dan@artprimo.com, and I will definitely give you a shout out in the next video on YouTube. Because I want to support that, man. I want to support you guys crushing it, selling yourself, doing it. Oh, who am I listening to? That's right, Company B. This is Company B, guys. The song is called Fascinated. Company B, Fascinated. Another classic from my junior high years. They kind of fall into the Latin freestyle, but I don't think they really were. I think they're more like proto house. If someone can correct me on that in TV land, I'm sure somebody will. Actually, I gotta do a whole section on corrections. We gotta do that at the end of this video. Let's do some corrections. That's always a lot of fun. Corrections, responses, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That should be good. Hello, fellow time travelers. You have traveled in time with me. It's actually Monday, the next day. I had to cut out early yesterday because it was Sunday, the day of rest, and I needed to go home and hang with my wife. Although I work every day. Pretty much every day I work. But the thing is, when you have a job that you like, or when you're doing what you want, that's the thing, if you do what you want, then it never feels like work. I think that's the thing that a lot of kids have trouble with. They think that they're going to be stuck in some job, you know, and you could easily do what you want. You don't have to be forced to work some desk job that you don't like. No one's forcing you to do that. You got free will, my man, free will. And look at me, man, I get to come in here and fucking shitpost with you guys and draw. You know, although I haven't been doing a lot of Blackbooks lately, and I really regret that, and I wish I could have done more. We've just been so goddamn busy, man. We've had so much on our plate. I've been training Joe. I've been getting our team ready for the new wave of ArtPrimo. I mean, I'm looking to win, baby. And we got a lot to do. We're not where we need to be yet. I get in this argument with this young lady that I work with here all the time. And I'm always saying, like, we're not good yet. We're not good enough yet. She's like, ArtPrimo's already great. What are you talking about? And I'm like, no, we're not. We're not great enough yet. We're not where we need to be. When we have 1 million followers on our Instagram, then I can take a little bit of a rest. But even then I won't. Never satisfied. Never be satisfied, guys. Although I found a lot of people who are easily satisfied. They're great people. They really are. But we need people like me in the world. People who play devil's advocate. People who are willing to try new things. People who are willing to take the risk. You know what I mean? People who put themselves out there. If we get enough more people like that, with diverse opinions, diverse ideas, then we'll achieve true diversity. You know what I'm saying? Diversity of ideas over everything. Alright, let's go ahead and get this filled in here. Oh, by the way, this is my girl Stacy Q. Stacy Q in the house. Alright, let's go ahead and get that filled in. That's looking good. Let me get one more coat of that red. One more coat of that red. I think this red will be 2 coats and it'll be perfect. I think at the end of the video we'll go through some YouTube comments because a lot of you have been leaving me replies and I've been leaving you hanging. I'm telling you, YouTube, I love you guys so much. You are my family. And you know, once we get everything squared away, I'll be doing more Blackbook videos. I'd like to, here's my goal. We get Joe situated, bring on a few more people, take a little bit of the stress off of me, And then that way I'll be able to at least one Blackbook. My goal is one Blackbook video a week, one piecing video a week, one product review a week. I think that's a very attainable goal. If I'm doing that, and plus we got Joe making videos, a couple other people making videos. You hear that, guys? I'm looking for people who want to make content. Let me know. Let me see what you can do. Here's the thing, I don't care if you're famous. I don't care if you're the best artist in the world. All I care is that you're passionate and that you can articulate your opinions and that you have good opinions. And I'm not saying good or bad opinions because you disagree with me or agree or disagree with me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about ideas, like spreading ideas that are worth listening to and being able to stand up for your ideas. Because that's the thing that a lot of young people do. Is I notice a lot of them make these really strong, you know, this is the way it is, blah, blah, blah. And then when someone challenges them, they shriek away and they go, oh, I don't want to talk about that. And it's like, no, you brought it up. So let's hash it out, guys. Let's hash it out. And I want you to be strong enough to do that. You know, if you're going to make a statement, be strong enough to defend it. That's what I learned when I was in school. And teachers don't teach kids that anymore. They don't teach you how to argue or how to use, you know, argumentative tactics. I'm not saying to argue to be mean. I'm just saying in the war of ideas, because that's where we live in the world. Our world that we live in is thousands of ideas being bashed around against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's trying to push their ideas on you. I mean, I guess I am to a certain extent as well. My stuff is more simple though. It's more about like personal freedom and being autonomous and not needing groups to tell you what to do. You know, that's kind of my vibe, I guess. So I guess I have a little bit of that coming from my end. But the thing is, I'm just trying to empower young people. That's all I'm trying to do. I want you to be strong in your own self. That is where it's at. All right, let me go ahead and fill this in. I guess we're all doing different stuff here. That's what's going on. I want to teach young people, in particular young men, to be proud of themselves and who they are. And I know, you know, I should be talking to all young people. And I do talk to all young people. It's just my customer base is primarily young men. And a lot of them are going through that time in their life where they're trying to figure shit out. And they contact me a lot with all these questions and shit. And you know what? A lot of them don't have dads. They don't have dads around. You know what I'm saying? Or if they do, you know, maybe their dad just is not available. Maybe he's working too much. Or, you know, it's just, there's a lot going on in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And hopefully I can just be someone to just be there to say, hey, you doing good? Or maybe you're not doing so good, but here's what you can do to improve yourself. Or, you know, oh, I hear what you're saying. You know, you're having a hard time at school or whatever. I get questions like that all the time on my Instagram, you know, and it's tight, you know, because I was there. I know what it was like to be your age. Peer pressure is fucking rough, and especially if you're like Gen Z or, you know, that era, you're literally growing up in the machine. You are the first step in the singularity, Generation Z. You're the one who is really. We've already been going down that path. I'm sure someone's like, oh yeah, what's singularity? No, I'm talking about people, a generation of people who grew up with their foot in the pond. And that's fucking fascinating. This is gonna be, they're gonna blow away at the millennials. I'm sorry, millennials. Gen Z is gonna overtake you guys. You're about to get lapped. You better get on it, baby. Smart kids, man. Every Gen Z kid I talk to is fucking smart as fuck. And you know why? Because they don't learn at school. They don't learn their shit at school. They learn their shit online. Other people out there sharing ideas. It's fucking amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and get this going here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start. Let's let this dry for a second. Alright, sick. Let's go ahead and lace in some of this white right here just to make sure we got nice opaque finish. What is this, like the third coat of white here? Probably don't need to go so much, but I'm just doing it for the sake of whatever, I guess. So I'm glad you guys are liking Joe. I think he's doing really good, guys. But I need more content creators. I need an army of content creators. I want to have like 10 or 15 people started. Hopefully. Sending you product, making videos. That's my goal by this time next year. That's where I want to be. Right, let's go ahead and fill this in here. Because eventually I'm going to stop doing this, guys. You guys know that, right? I'm not going to do this forever. That's too loud. Alright, let's go ahead and get the green laced in. I think this is the third coat of the green, and we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to Joe over at Sticker Trade. His second video is up and he's doing really, really good. Congratulations, Joe. All the work, hard work we put in has really started to pay off. You're really starting to explode, and I think it's fucking fantastic. But we can't let that train stop, baby. We need more. We need more people doing this. The whole AP team, maybe even outside help. We need content creators. We need creative people. And here's the thing. I don't think it matters if you're a famous artist. Long as you're under our umbrella. What I'm more concerned about is what kind of content you can create, how it's made, what you're saying, you know what I mean? And it's not that I want to police what you're saying. What I'm saying is I want you to have stuff to say. You need to say something, you know what I'm saying? Again, I've said this before. I want ArtPrimo to be like Vice, but not shitty. Vice used to be good. Vice was awesome when Gavin ran it. But when he left, it turned to shit. Everybody fucking knows that too. You go back and look at old Vice magazines from the 2000s, and they are fucking funny, they're fucking witty, they're smart. And now Vice, I don't even know what Vice is now. It's just a name. It means nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and get this filled in here. It's kind of like the New York Times. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just a name. It's just a company that was bought by a Mexican billionaire, Carlos Slim. It's no longer the New York Times. Although, it hasn't been that way even before Carlos Slim bought it. That's actually for sure. Alright, Stick, let's go ahead and start outlining this bad boy. I'm left-handed, so you might see me rotating my page around a lot, just because I don't want to bump it with my finger. Make sure this is nice and... Oh, and I almost forgot, guys. Right now I am testing... a new marker, a new mystery marker. And this time I'm a little bit smarter and completely blacked it out, because you guys figured out the other one pretty quickly. And I still haven't been able to work anything out with those guys. They're completely blowing it. This marker, on the other hand, will probably end up getting in. So we'll see. This one's alcohol-based black. And I wanted to see how it looked over the one for all. And I gotta say, it looks pretty nice. Very opaque. One coat coverage, that's for sure. I haven't tested their other colors, but this is just the black. Damn, it's Monday and I'm already thinking about the weekend. You know what though? Every day's like the weekend for me, man. It really is. I live every day like it's Saturday. And you know what? It's really the best way to live. But you have to have a job that you love, man. Like, I love doing what I do. I love coming in. I love watching ArtPrimo bubble. It's become my art project. Making ArtPrimo win has become my art project. And it's funny because I've had these conversations with some of my coworkers, and they're like, "Oh, ArtPrimo's already great. What is your deal? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Dude, holler at me when we have 2 to 3 million followers, and even then I won't be satisfied." So yeah, we're not great yet, guys, but we will be soon. All right, let's go ahead and get this going in here. Of course, if Victoria disagrees, she could always make her own video. She's welcome to make her own videos about why ArtPrimo is so great. She's gonna watch this and be like, "Dad!" Actually, she doesn't sound like that. She's got a very nice voice, actually, and she should make content. She's got a perfect voice for content, I gotta say. Not everyone has a voice to make content, that's for sure. But you know, here's the funny thing, is you can train yourself. I've been training myself. Alright, sick. I think we need to touch up some red over here, guys. We need to touch up some red. Dead in the red. Dead in the red. Alright, sick. Oh, by the way, this is Debbie Deb, Lookout Weekend. A classic cut from my junior high years, man. And I gotta tell you, this song still gets me hyped. Everything about it. The laser sounds, the way she sings, everything. Alright, let's go ahead and get this filled in here. Let me make sure I got all my shit ready to go here. Fill that in. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, by filling the top in with white, now I don't have to really put shines on it. You know what I'm saying? You don't even really need to put shines. That is your shine. And this is something you can do when you don't know how to do shines very well. I have a lot of young people who ask me about shines. And honestly, the only way you can do good shines is with fucking practice. That's the only way you're gonna make a good shine is with practice. Same thing with can control. I get this a lot from young people. They're like, how do I make my can control better? And honestly, the only way you can make your can control better is by, this is the thing guys, the only way you can make your can control better is by practice. It's like karate. You cannot just jump in and act like you're good. You'll try to do a roundhouse kick and you'll fall on your ass. It takes practice, it takes effort, it takes commitment, it takes desire. Remember that video we saw where someone said something about desire being really sad? And I was like, dude, that's fucking dumb, dude. Desire is the shit. Desire is what you need as an artist. You need to desire. If you don't desire as an artist, then what the hell are you doing, man? What are you doing? Alright, let's go ahead and get this going here. Oh, I was having trouble with these. There we go. Fill that in right there. Alright, so I've noticed that if you try to use this alcohol-based black over the colors, it doesn't cover as well. On its own, it covers nicely. The Molotov One for All Black is still better, I would say. Although I do like how this one, even though it's alcohol and people say alcohol will activate the paint, I'm not seeing it happen here. It's not activating the One for All, but it definitely, I would say, for that nice, perfect, absolutely perfect rich black, I would put 2 coats on. But I kind of do that with all my colors anyways. All my colors tend to have 2 coats. I can't think of a single color I put on that doesn't have 2 coats. And remember guys, that was Stacy or Debbie Deb with Lookout Weekend. I think Stacy Q's up next. Who's up next? No, shit, that was the end of my list. Okay, let's put on When I Hear Music. This is another classic. I'll add that to my Blackbook video list. Alright, sick. So yeah, here's the deal. This black is very nice. It makes a very nice hard line for outlining, but if you want to fill in a large area, looks like it needs an extra coat. But again, you know, I like to do multiple coats on my shit anyway, so no big deal. Get that in there. My girl Debbie Deb. Fill that in right there. There we go. You got the music, here's my chips. Alright, sick. Okay, where are we at right now? Alright, so now we can do some little mini 3Ds on the overlaps. Thicken up those lines, guys. You gotta thicken up the overlaps. There we go. wants to do is have fun. Isn't that how the song goes? All right, sick. I think this is good. Let's go ahead and let that dry and we'll start doing the next coat. So in the meantime, let's bring in another marker into the fray. Where did that marker go? Oh, here it is. The chart pack. Classic chart pack marker, man. Love these things. Oh wait, hold on a second. Let me do something over here. Alright, I just want to make sure that's inked in and ready. Hold on one second, guys. Alright, sick guys. Let's on to the next step. Let's go ahead and fill in this character. I got a new marker here. It's not really a new marker, actually. It's very old. This is the old school chart pack marker. The old school, like, xylene graph. I think they still have xylene in these. Yeah, I think so. It says it causes cancer. It must have xylene in it, which means it's good. It means it's great. This is what Prismacolor used to be like, but now they suck. I wouldn't touch Prismacolor with a 10-foot pole. But these, oh, they're gorgeous. This color, I think, is sepia or craft brown. Go ahead and start filling it in. And if you use the wet on wet technique, you should be able to get some very, very nice details. Now, these markers don't come with a fine tip. The way they're designed is to just use the one tip as all your tips, which I think is a better way to go. Also with graphic markers, make sure as you're filling in, don't get too close to your edge at first. Just kind of skip it a little. That way you can, you don't overbleed. See how it overbled into there, but thankfully we're coloring it that color as well too. Let's go ahead and make sure we don't overbleed into here. And this is normal for all graphic markers, by the way. It's the nature of them. Let's fill in over here. Beautiful. Alright, let's go around here. Sorry if I keep turning the page around. I know I should keep it in one direction, but you know, it's just how I draw. And I'm sure that's how you draw too. So no worries, right? This is a great shade for the mouse, by the way. Alright, let's go ahead and fill that in over there. Oh, we're listening to Cynthia, Cynthia, C-Y-N-T-H-I-A, Cynthia. The song is called Change on Me, Change on Me. I think it's about a lover she had. He changed on her, who flipped the script on her, if you will. I hate it when people switch this shit up on you. Shit sucks. Okay, I'm not gonna color in his face. I think I'm gonna keep that white. White. I keep trying to say white. White. Alright, let's go ahead and place that in. It's funny because I actually drew this character for a friend of mine. It's for a bike race in New York called the Three Blind Mice Bike Race, and they needed a graphic. So I drew up this little rat head, or mouse head, I guess, if you will. And I was like, oh, I should use that for a Blackbook video. And here we are. Here we are, guys. Alright, let me go ahead and get this filled in. Man, I gotta tell you, man, this chart pack is so much more enjoyable to use than a Prisma. Oh my god. This is what graphic markers are supposed to be like. I haven't had this feeling in years. I'm so happy we finally got chart pack in. Good grief. It took forever to do this. So let me give a shout out to my homies over at Chart Pack for making what I think is the world's best graphic marker. Yeah, you heard that, Copic. You heard that, Copic. Chart Pack kills the game, guys. They might not be marketing like Copic is, but I might just market them like Copic is. I might just do that. All right, so that's nice and laced in. Let's go ahead and do the cans. I'm just gonna fill them in with the white. The white. We'll do the old school Krylon. Isn't this funny? Krylon fucks up their shit. They straight fuck their shit up, fam. And on top of that, they fuck our shit up by putting those fucking valves on the cans. And here I am about to put a Krylon logo on this thing because that's what you do. You think Krylon would get the picture by now and be like, oh, maybe we should cater to our real customer base and make shit that they actually want. And you know, on my stories on Instagram, we tested a Krylon product. It's an industrial product. And it's a nitroalkyd formula, and it covered like crazy. Why isn't that a graffiti paint, Krylon? What's going on with you guys? Oh yeah, Graffiti Hurts campaign. I remember that one. Yeah, that really stopped graffiti. When are these people going to realize that they will never, ever, 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 ever stop graffiti? You're not going to stop it. It'll exist somewhere in any form. There we go. Beautiful. Que bella. Okay, we're going to lace that black in a little bit too in a second here. Let's go ahead and let that dry up. I'll come back with some other shades and we'll really clean this bad boy up. I just had to give a shout out to my nib guys. I like using a fresh nib when I do my outer shines like this, but obviously not everyone can do that. But I like to do it for the videos, so we got a fresh marker here. Shine here and there, never hurt no one. There we go. Let's turn the lights on it, baby. Let's turn the lights on. I see you contemplating your confusion. Yeah, I know. We'll get those ones in a second. So I'm waiting. So why don't you make your move on me? The feelings you hide, I feel deep inside when you're near. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look here. Did I miss any shines? I don't think I did. Well, I guess I kind of missed them right here. Add some shines in there. Good enough. Oh yeah, this one. Do a little all-terrain painting here. We'll have to go back with the black and fix that because the binding. No big deal, no big deal. It's all freestyling, baby. Oh yeah, almost forgot this line right here. There we go. Beautiful. Now you can also put a few little dots like this going through there. That'll look cool. You know, just for effect. Perfect. Very simple but legible, easy to do, easy to do. Alright, let's go to the next step. Alright, here comes my favorite part. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in on them. There we go. That way you can see it up nice and close. I don't have a... Oh, I do. You know what we're doing, guys? We're going to put the little Krylon dots on them. Giving Krylon love even though they don't deserve it. Even though they don't deserve my love. Like the unresponsive lover they are. That's what Krylon is to me. Alright, let's go ahead and get the red in there. There we go. Now the green. There we go. And now the yellow. Close enough, close enough. Hey look, Krylon, I'm giving you love on here. Get your shit together, Krylon. Make us paint that we like. Alright, sick. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little, like he's painting the red right here. Perfect. Alright, I think it's done. Oh, you know what we should do? I know what we should do. Hold on a second. Let's do something here. Put some 3D highlights in here. You guys do these? They're just little shines in your 3D. That's all they are. And you can do all kinds of things with them. Like you can cut them bigger, do all kinds of little effects with them, but I'm just gonna do a simple line here. Keep it simple, stupid. That's my goal. All right, sick. So I guess that's it for the piece for now. Simple, basic, 3-color fill, black outline, a little character there for you, spray painting the blind mice. Got the little Krylon can. Got some 3D highlights in there. You know, all real basic stuff, man. But, you know, just to kind of get you guys, get your feet wet, get you on your feet, get you trying some new stuff. Hopefully this helped out a few people. So let's go ahead and go to the outro and we'll chat about a few things, all right? See you guys in a second. All right, guys, let's go ahead and close out this video. I am needed in the warehouse. They need me over there, so I gotta just do a quick rundown on what we used and what we did to finish this video off. I'm sorry, I cannot do the YouTube replies today. We'll do that in the next video. But what I will do is shout out some people who have sent out some slaps to us. Gotta give love back to the community, man. Gotta give it back. So I wanna give a shout out to Big Bozer. What's up, Bozer? Thanks for sending us these fat slaps, man. Those are nice. Big Reds. This person writes Reds. Look at that. Very, very clean. Good job. That's definitely going on the refrigerator. Definitely going on the refrigerator. You know, Cito from Instagram. He's been sending me some of these. Look at that. Tom Waits in his throwy style. I love it. It's like Fred Flintstone shit, man. That's dope. All right, what's next? What's next? All right, Big D's. Big D's are in the house. You'll definitely go in the fridge with the other kids, that's for sure. Big Days as well. Days 24. Can't wait to put that up somewhere. And of course, this one that I can't read, but I like the characters. What does that say, guys? Someone tell me what's up. But anyway, let's talk about some markers, guys. Let's talk about some markers. Let's zoom in on these markers right here. What? How can I forget my boy Resk? Look at that fill, guys. What a madman. Very, very clean. Good job, Resk. I'm very proud of you. All right, let's talk about some markers now. All right, sick. For my outline, I use this mystery pen. It's a black alcohol-based marker, and again, this is not available on the site yet, so I can't advertise it, but hopefully we can make something happen with it, so we'll see. Oops, I got it backwards. Get that in there. Now for my fill colors. All right, sick. So I use some 1-for-all markers for my fill. You know how much I love the 1-for-all markers. I have the traffic red, the fluorescent green, and the white, signal white. And I had that in a refill in one of these 2mm ArtPrimo markers as well too, because I wanted to see how they work. In comparison to the Molotov marker, you know, I gotta give Daps where it's due. The Molotov marker still is better, but I think ours are a little bit cheaper and we have wholesale pricing, so there is that as well. But you know, either way, you can't go wrong with them. Very, very, very nice. All right, sick. For my splash, I use Tulip Blue here. This is the Molotov 227 in Tulip Blue, or I think they call it True Blue. My apologies. True Blue, but it looks like Tulip Blue in the spray paint color, but this is True Blue. True Blue. And of course, all right, sick. For my 3D highlights, I use the fluorescent pink, and I'm getting so much saturation on this marker that you can't even see how purple it is. You can see it in the shadow of my fingers. See where my shadows are? But the light, it's too bright. It's too bright for it. It's just too bright. So definitely get one of these. Very, very, very nice. Oh. All right, sick. For my mouse character, I use the Molotov Uni Fine Liner in the 0.4, I believe. Is that 0.4? Yes, it is. And I use a Chart Pack AP marker, the classic Chart Pack marker. This goes back to like, God, I want to say like, this marker goes back to like, probably like the 60s or 70s. This is the original graphic marker, really. It is without peer. Without peer, guys. I'm going to be using a lot of Chart Pack in the future. I'm a big fan of these. I can't say enough good things about these markers. Made in the USA, foo. made in the USA. These are the Shiznit chart pack. Xylene goodness, baby. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little trip into Flavortown. I know I enjoyed it. I was deep in Flavortown. Balls deep, elbows deep in Flavortown. So be tuned for next week. We got more videos coming, more exciting content. I am gonna get busy, baby. We got Joe in his stride. I'm back in my stride. We're back in the game, son. This is ArtPrimo in the house. ArtPrimo in the house, son. So be sure to hit us up. 206-365-4083. Again, 206-365-4083. This is ArtPrimo.com, your #1 source. Peace out, guys.